This is Matera. May 24th, and we are in Matera. And Dino, where is our hotel?
Our hotel
Can we see it?
You can see it from here. It's some rooms over there.
Yes.
And the rest are on the slopes. You see the roads? The roads over there? If you go more farther, there is our hotel. It's more or less over there.
Okay.
But you can see it from here.
This is beautiful, amazing.
That is the cathedral.
So this is the view from the bottom where we were. This is amazing. I am so happy. This is Saturday, and we are in Matera, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and the top of the town is way over there. That's where I went yesterday, and they are celebrating this city for the 2019. That's the restaurant that we're gonna go today, the one that you see with the arches above it. Oh, I lost it. That's the one, right here. That's the restaurant, and we're gonna have lunch today.
Hollywood movies. Well, the main one, probably the most famous, was The Passion of Jesus Christ by Mel Gibson. The man was here. They have one local festival, means a way to cover the coverage. And as you enter, you see how the part is compared.
L'arte per me è l'espressione di bellezza e passione. La creatività è sintesi di esperienza e emozioni. Il risultato finale è sempre una sorpresa che mi arricchisce. Nel tempo, le emozioni si sono trasformate in ricerca sul materiale, nei forme, i colori.
Estamos bien con ellos, tienen que dar una buena más de $10, ¿viste? This is a movie here. This is Stella. How you doing, Stella? Well, Matera. Oh, Gabby? We lost Abby again.
That's the cathedral right now.
Ah, sí, cathedral, ¿eh?
No, bro. Oye, saca la película ahí.
¿A qué? Guys are coming. Saca la que, Stella? Cathedral. This is Stella.
Madam, I told them the time it is making promises, counting people, promises probably eternal life, but of course.
Barisano, like
Barisano,
yes.
I'm taping this. Barisano, the name. It's a famous river here. The Barisano. Fantastic, fantastic.
In the past, now they have refrigerators,
fridge now, but in the past, when they didn't have anything of that, they used snow to, especially when tourists, not open to tourists, but it's also very, very famous. We decided here to have a coffee break, the square of St. Peter, and also
for 2019. The Sassi of Matera are two ancient neighborhoods situated within two basins that were originally filled with boulders and had streams running down the center of each. What distinguishes these two neighborhoods is the negative architecture of the buildings within them. The young, friable rock was easy to cut into and therefore provided an ideal environment for the development of a civilization within caves. These dwellings were dug out of the organic limestone rock formed from marine sedimentation and commonly called tufa, which is found along the canyon or gravide.
Behind this small mountain just in front of you, Il Monterrone, so called, you have the entrance of two churches, as I told you, and behind you have the bell tower of St. Peter Caveoso. There we just stopped for the coffee break. On this side, as you see those persons coming down, that one it is called Via Muro, the street of the wall. That one has been used by Mel Gibson as the road of the sorrows of Jesus Christ, La Via Crucis, that way. But of course, the actor acting was climbing that. This one it is very easy for tourists when they come from the cathedral. The cathedral, as I told you, stands in the middle of the Civita, probably the oldest part of this town.
We're looking for a tour
guide.
Okay.
Are you... But I am with a private group. Okay. But if you enter a public office, they will tell you some information. You can rent a guide.
We already have a guide.
Okay.
Looking for them.
Perfect. Okay. So, just in front of you, you have the canyon and the hillside called Murgia Timone. Murgia, it is the local name for the hillsides in Apulia and Basilicata. And as you see, the water escalated a lot for a long time, this canyon, and there are still today visible many grottos. Many tourists, they think, that one it is the real Sasso. It's not. The Sassi, they are just in front of you, but in the origin, this house is today half excavated and half built. They were just like the grottos you see. The grottos, they have been used until the last century, today abandoned. There are also churches there, and perfectly straight through my hands, there was the crucifixion of Mel Gibson. The three crosses, they stood for a couple of years there. That one, it is probably the place where you have much more space in front of Matera. If you take a look, or of course by YouTube, or if you see again the movie, when the cross it is raised up, behind Jesus you see the Sasso Caveoso, this side of this quarter, perfectly visible behind his shoulders. And as you see, it is a place where you can go with a public bus. The red one leaves from Matera, from Piazza Matteotti, and in 20 minutes brings you there. Any questions? Something not clear? This is show, yes. The government. So many men like him, they were here. When that man came to Matera, he arrived from the...
living here, Lucani, because in the Roman time this area was called Lucania. It's not called Lucania anymore, it's called Basilicata, but the people still keep the name, the former name, the ancient name. Because bello, it doesn't mean actually beautiful in this context. This is what we usually call false friend in Italian. A false friend or falso amico is the they didn't have to pay any taxes to the government of Naples. They had to pay to the landlord the tithe. I mean, they have to give the modification, okay? And of course, you can't build any new trullo in the structure to be, to be stand.
These are the trullis.
Without falling down. This is a private house.
Cute.
In the tourist part you can find the private house. It's just souvenir shop and bed and breakfast. So this is the base. The base, as you can see, is permanent. Sorry, are you filming? This is permanent, it's whitewashed. And on the top of it, they put these slabs. You see, the slabs are not regular. This means it's very old. It can date back to the 1700s. Yes? But are also very fragile. What happened? Oh, look at that. Look at that. See?
Ah.
This is going to break very easily. Yeah?
Wow.
What can they do? They have to remove every single slab up to this one to change it.
As opposed to put in a little cement now. Are they allowed if they want to change it, or is
yes,
it
they are allowed.
It's a truly. And this is the kitchen. I'm sorry.
Stone and so on. And this isolate completely this part. As you can see here, it's not cold.
Right.
You feel that the temperature is different, but there are no.
It's protected.
Yeah, it's protected. This is the ladder and the first floor.
So they do have plumbing.
Huh?
I see a faucet there. They have plumbing.
Alright, take a picture, take your time. Itria. From Alberobello, now we are in Cisternino, province of Brindisi. So basically, all this peninsula here, that include all the province of Lecce and part of the province of Taranto and Brindisi, this is Salento. Okay? It's a sub-region of the long region of Puglia. It's between the Adriatic coast and the Ionian coast.
The old fruit will be washed, cut, and we'll start with the olives. So olives and oranges brown together. The essential oil of the fruit, of the veggie, into the paste and in the oil. Fantastic to play with.
What's the percentage?
Virgin has to be written on the bottle, because if it is not even written, God knows. So careful, please do. Extra virgin, light. There is no light olive oil. It's a fat. Like any other fat, 9 calories per gram. So it's a fat, but it's a good fat. Other thing, prodotto italiano 100%. Italian product 100%. Written with a number, the 100 and the percentage. Italian flag, not enough. I'm serious, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It could be from France, Spain, Greece, whatever. Variety of olives, we said, over 500 kinds. Picking time, elevation of the tree, many variables. Color in extra virgin olive oil, doesn't matter. If the oil is clear like water, for sure it's not extra virgin olive oil. It's the only oil that is the juice of a fruit, and the fruit has a color, whatever it is. So, doesn't work. First important test.
It caused many casualties. But some of the cities of Apulia were saved from this plague. One of these was Lecce, and the other one was Ostuni. Ostuni basically because of these houses that you can see here, they were built in the walls. in the medieval walls of the town. So now we're going to be dropped off here.
This is on the way to our restaurant. That's the Adriatic Sea. Whew.
How was the exercise?
Excellent. But I
Anchovy over there, so they are smashed and give a particular taste.
So this is orecchiette.
Yes, orecchiette.
Orecchiette.
Orecchiette con cime di rapa is called.
Wait, 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
So what is that one called? The name of that one?
The pasta is. Look, and this arch is also very peculiar. It connects the Archbishop Palace to the seminary.
Oh, okay.
So
there's a
they could
seminary?
go from, yes,
Oh.
from one place to the other, without going down to the street and without the people can see them.
Okay, hold on.
Not consecrated, this church.
Monday, May 27.
I will explain you the most important signs here. You can speak 1 hour about Santa Croce, but we make it very short and quick, otherwise it's too boring. But look, yes, I think when you make a tour very deeply, it's boring. You have to mix a little bit history, how you live today, it's my style, and you can ask Lento, and from here they go to the Holy Land. So the representation of all the monasteries and convents and orders was important here. So very rich. Then we have another mix of paganic and Christian symbols. It's Hercules, symbol of power. Then we have a dragon. All the holies had to fight with the dragon. Then we have another soldier. It's a Norman soldier. Beside him we have a bear. It's a symbol representing the universe of God. Interesting to know that later we will see a little workshop with paper mache that these two statues are from
The Virgin made out of paper mache. It's beautiful.
Telling us his life. It's one of the most beautiful altars we had here in Lecce. Open like a book.
So this is San Francisco.
San Francesco da Paola.
De Paula.
Non
Okay.
d'Assisi, da
No,
Paola.
De Paula, yeah.
Because I told you that this church before was the church of San Francesco, yes? So they dedicated him this altar. All our, 80% of all our statues are made on this like this. You can see it also here, it's not, maybe easier. Huh? The body is always made from straw, the hands, the feet and the faces are from terracotta, and then they have this paper. You can see it here, that paper. They make it wet with a sticky
glue?
stuff.
Like glue?
Yes, they make it like a paste of flour and some water, and it gets wet and sticky, and then they create the body. Then you have to let it always dry, because it have to be, they dry it in different straits for some days, and it gets very hard.
He's building up the statue that he's working on.
That is the bishop how you say bishop symbol, and it's a Venetian terrazzo floor with real gold and silver pieces, okay? Little pieces. Then that is not so, it's very modern, very nice. It's another time our two symbols, the sun and the moon. Beginning with God, it's a day, ending with God, it's a night, and also Alpha and Omega are the two first and end letter of the Greek alphabet. okay? And it's glass from Murano. Also very untypical for our Apulian churches are these painted windows, our Transacorti, that are glass windows from Venezia, from Murano. They are the most important painters of glass. And everywhere we have this leaf gold decoration, okay, and this altars, incredible work. Let us first in the middle, it's Santo Ronzo, San Fortunato, San Giusto. There are also the St. Patrons of Lecce, and the first is Sant'Irene and Santa Chiara, if they were before Santo Ronzo, and never missing our wolf up there, okay? Very, very nice with this main altar with real silver candelabras. An incredible marble work, also a couple of very famous painters. The same, he made the Nativity, it's our Last Supper, and it's a different representation because the apostles